synthetic division is a way to efficiently divide polynomials a little bit more quickly than the normal method that we did yesterday. Now I say a little bit more quickly because it's still easy to make mistakes. So I want to show this to you. The idea is that if you have a polynomial and you are dividing it by a variable minus a number, whatever the number is, you can create a synthetic division or artificial, synthetic meaning artificial, shortcut to the division that will still end up bringing you back to the same answer. So I want to show that to you using their sample, using their example, and then I have 6 more examples for you because these are quite tricky if I do say so. Only because if you make one mistake, it's harder to even see it than it is the normal way. Okay, so this particular division problem, 2x cubed minus 10x squared plus 9x plus 15, divided by x minus 3. The value for c in this equation is 3. Okay, c in this equation is 3. So to set this up, the way I learned it, you put a little 3 as the divisor. That's all you put. And then you put the coefficients of all the variables in order, separated by pluses and minuses, including the constant. That'll be the end. And you also have to still make sure these are in descending degree of x. So x3, x2, x1, and constant. So I have no holes in this one. So I'm going to start listing my coefficients, and I'm going to list them right here. 2 minus 10 plus 9 plus 15. Okay? Now, the process to perform this, bring down the first number. Bring down the first number. Multiply it by the divisor. So I'm just kind of putting that in there. List it below the second number. Add together. Multiply by the divisor. 4 times 3. Add these two items together. Multiply by the divisor. Add these two things together. Okay. And they show that to you in that top little sketch. They show you bring down, multiply by the value for c, add together, bring down. Multiply for the value of c, bring down. Okay, that's what that sketch is, arrows and all that. Okay, so what I have now is 2 minus 4 minus 3, forgot my sign, plus 6. Now, what does that mean? Well, 2 is going to be the second degree. Okay, not the first, it's the second. 2x squared minus 4x, final degree is a constant, minus 3. So whatever the beginning degree is, the answer takes the next one down. With a remainder of 6 over x minus 3. Okay, until you've practiced this a number of times, you're not going to feel comfortable with it. But that little chart at the top, I remember seeing it. Bring down, multiply by c, add together, bring down. Multiply by c, add together, bring down. The answer is the second degree. Whatever the first one is, the next one down. By the way, notice the coefficient of x here is a 1. tomorrow we have to deal with what happens if the coefficient is not a 1. Okay. There's another example for you. Use synthetic division to divide x to the 4th minus 2x cubed plus 12x minus 6 divided by x plus 2. Now, if you remember, the form for the divisor is x minus a number. Okay? X minus a number. And since the number they're giving us is a positive 2, that's the same thing as saying x minus a negative 2. So C equals negative 2. And I'm going to start building my scenario. My polynomial, my dividend, has to be in descending degree of x with no holes. So x4, x3, there's no x2. You guys see that? There's no x2. So there's going to be 0 for the x squared spot. x1 and a constant. So take my coefficient of all my x's and my constant and fill them in alongside the negative 2 like we did above. So it's 1 minus 2 plus 0, the placeholder for the x squared position, that should be a 13. Guess I might have to get those reading glasses. Plus 13 minus 6. Okay? The process is bring down the first term, multiply what's in this row by the divisor, add them together. Multiply whatever's in this row by the divisor. Add it together. Whatever's in this row times the divisor. Add it together. This row by this row. Add it together. So I have 1 minus 4 plus 8 minus 3. Hopefully, yes. Now, the biggest degree was 4, which means the answer is going to be 3. 1x cubed minus 4x squared plus 8x minus 3. There is no remainder this time around. Okay? The form is x minus a number. So if what they give you is a positive, that means the number is a negative. Place that in the divisor spot. List all the coefficients, including placeholders where necessary, in order. Begin. Bring down the first item, multiply it by negative 2, add together, bring it down. Multiply it by the divisor, add them together. Multiply it by the divisor, add them together. Multiply it by the divisor, add them together. And this last spot would be the remainder if there were one. Okay? The last spot would be the remainder if there were one. Okay. I'm going to do this a little bit backwards with you, this next one. I am going to give you the synthetic equation. And before we solve it, I want you to tell me what it is. So since this is a positive number, The divisor is x minus 2. Okay? Since this is a positive number, the divisor is x minus 2. Then you got to figure out what you got here, and I always have to count. Is it x cubed, x to the second, x to the first, and then a number? Yes, because they're in order. X cubed, x to the second, x to the first, number. So it's going to be 1x cubed minus 3x to the second plus 5x minus 4. So this here is the representation for this item over here. Okay? Well, let's divide it. Let's go ahead and perform that synthetic division of this polynomial. First step is to bring down the what? Is there anybody with me out there? I feel like I'm on the Titanic and everybody else is already drowned. Is anybody alive out there?
Yeah.
What do I bring down?
1.
Multiply it by this, you get a positive 2.
Yeah.
Combine these items together, you get a...
1.
Multiply these two items together, you get a...
2.
Combine these items together, you get a...
Positive 3.
Multiply these items together, you get a... Add these together, you get a...
2.
Okay. So, since the first degree was cubed, the answer's first degree is going to be squared.
X minus x plus 3.
X squared minus x plus 3 plus remainder. Okay. Jesse, how you feeling about this? Sky? You guys okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Tomorrow, Monday, we'll start doing the what if the coefficient of the divisor is a number other than 1.
Yeah.
Then you got to do a little more work. And I'm going to preface this by saying, give my opinion for a minute.